Cake order form. We're going to be focusing this time on our table on the bottom. I'm just going to go to a new document and kind of work on this a little bit. So there's a couple things you can do. You can go to table and create table right away. You can go, don't forget about table options and cell options. You can go to your window menu and actually get the table out. There's your table panel. We'll pull this out. So however you want to work with it, I'll just go ahead and go to create table right now. And I think it's, okay, yeah, 9, 6, 1 ahead of row, basic table. And we're going to just keep it nice and simple. You can stylize it however you want to. This is about 2 inches tall, so I'll just go ahead and make it about 2 inches tall. Follow the width out here. And you can, just kind of going over how tables work, you can click and drag. You can click and drag from the side, select a table from the top with the arrow. You can be in a table by itself, click and drag to get certain rows, cells if you want to, and you can modify a lot of things just with right clicking. Whoops, let me go, I've got something selected here. Do your right click to get to your table options, to cell options, or you can go straight to the table menu and do the same thing. All right, and work with your table height and width as well. So there's going to be a couple things I'm going to do, and then hopefully you'll be able to just go ahead and finish it out and create this thing. Is I'm going to go ahead and select this, and then we'll go ahead and do a right click, cell options. Let's do fills. Let's go do our fill down here. I brought in the color that I've got for the logo. I think it just made it like, let's just keep this dark. We'll let 100%, that's fine, in here. So when I come in here, I know it looks kind of odd. When I come in here to type then, again, back to Helvetica, again, use whatever you want to use. I do like the Pro version here. Condensed, let's go bold, medium condensed. That would be fine too. Oh, here's bold condensed. Okay. So I don't remember what I have in here. Cake options. Oops, I lost something. There we go. Cake options. What do I have? Cake choice, size, flavor, quantity. Okay. Size. I've got to do that for all of them. All right, we'll just copy and paste to keep this simple. Let's make this white as well. Cake options, copy, paste, copy. There we go. Okay. Copy, paste, 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 paste. We've got size, flavors, flavor, quantity, price each, and price. Is that what I used? Okay, total price. Okay, setting this up. Gonna make this centered. And there you've got that. You can always click, if you don't have enough rows, you can right click and add insert. Oh shoot, now what am I doing? Try this again. Now I can get it. There we go. Select more than one cell. You can insert rows and columns if you need to. If you don't get enough in there, you can delete them if you want to. You could, I think, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I might need an extra row, but I'm going to take this information, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 3 here. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I do need another row. Inserting 1 row. Below is fine. Okay, 2, 3, 4, 5. Why didn't this work? Oh, it's not large enough. Okay. Oh, now I do have too many. That happens once in a while. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I did have enough. Then I'll take these 3 and I'm going to combine them, merge cells, I will take these two and delete the row. And then in here, we're going to have subtotal, tax, and total. We'll type that in. Copy, paste. This is going to be blue or black and condensed. This is going to be our subtotal. Total. Is there a 10% tax? Why? There we go. Make this easy on myself here. There we go. 10%. Come on. 10% tax and final total. Final total. All right. Making things smaller or larger, you can just click on the frames and just kind of modify them. That might be enough for there. Whoops. Pull that in. If the quantity is going to be a lot smaller, size is probably a little smaller. Cake options, I can click this thing and I could make it, let's see exactly, what if I made this 0.8? What would that be? 0.8, maybe 2, maybe more. Size could be smaller. This could be smaller. Whoops, go the right way. There we go. Total price. We can make these the same size. What are they right now? 0.9, 0.9, quantity, 0.7. I'm just messing around here. You can do whatever you want to. I'll make it smaller, bigger. Need quantity to show up. Okay. And maybe flavor needs to be bigger. And we'll just do one of those. Okay. So quick way to kind of put your file together here, your table. And then on the bottom, this is all done again with tabs and leaders. These elements here are glyphs again. It is text. If I'm gonna get rid of it, we can just put a space in there instead, or delete. Either way, we do need space. We do need space there for that. Okay. So on the top we've got one box, and on the bottom we'll have to put them all in there. You can make these into circles too. We'll just do a little bit of both, just so you can see how it shows up when you make the PDF. I'll make this a little bit bigger too. Come on. Okay. Make this black. All right, we'll see what happens here. Okay, so once you've got everything designed, everything's completed, again, keep saving it, and we're gonna export it into a PDF file. Cake order form, I'm gonna do, okay, it should be Becker J, cake order form. I've got a bunch of stuff in here. Hit save. High quality print's fine, just one page is very, very simple. All right, and export. It's just a simple PDF file, that is all. And I'll go ahead and make this smaller. It opened automatically for me, and what we're gonna do is start putting the fillable fields in here, and then we'll go back and modify them. So to start this, if Tools is not open, hit open, all tools, view more, and then we're looking for prepare a form. Okay, if you didn't have the file open right away, you could select a file. We don't want this set up, so do not check this because it kind of changes some of the options that you need in the Acrobat file. And we'll just hit create form. This is on. Auto detect form field is on. And now we've got a really great start already. Let me modify my size a little bit. Come on, anytime. Okay, a little bit further. Maybe not. Acrobat's been giving me some issues this week. I don't know why. So it may just decide to stop working and close on me. So I am going to make sure I do save this as I go through. And I'd probably name it like I did this other one, the cake order form fillable. And I can see that I've got a few open. Let's go see which one I can get rid of. That's the very complicated one I was working on. Don't save. This is the one I've got so far. Okay, and this is my new one, Becker order form. And we're just going to zoom in here and see what's working and what's not. Okay, come on, Acrobat, be good here. So the fields, if I'm in the field, you know what, I'm going to preview this real quick. Back to small. If I'm in here and I'm tabbing, it should go from one field to another, which is kind of handy. Now we go and modify this, your order may get out of whack. So I'm going to exit here for a second and take a look at this and look at promise date. It's not named properly because it's pulling information from the next line. Delivery, not quite sure how that got that name. Oh, probably from here. But everything's in line. So as it puts in there automatically. I'll go and move this one up to delivery. Okay. Now let's go in here and zoom in. Okay. So first thing is organizing, and then you can go modify the fields. Promise date, I'm going to just double click on it. Come on. There we go. Okay. Needed my arrow. So here's our field properties. First thing is the name. This is actually the order date field. So I'm going to change this to order date. Tooltip, I'm just going to keep them the same. All right. Promise date. You can just go to the next one. This is going to be, it's not really delivery date because you don't know if you're delivering it or picking it up anyhow. Promise date, due date, all right, copy and paste here. Time, okay, time due, time, just leave it, that's fine. And this one has a pickup, has a box, is the only one I had a square box to, and it actually went into a different type of content. So if I click here, this is a text field property and I have like 6-7 different things down here, okay? This one is actually a checkbox property, all right? And let's go ahead and take a look at how this works, okay? If I close this, I'm actually gonna make a box here for a second. I'm gonna go make a checkbox, click here, you can right click, I believe it's 2, and I'm gonna click and drag. You can just click and be done if you want to. I'll just click it. Or you can click and drag. In this checkbox, you do want everything named. This is checkbox, it came up at 11. We're gonna put checkbox delivery box. This is now on the very bottom, and I'm gonna drag it. Come on. Drag it to the top. And we'll do it here. So it's kind of in order, okay? This is gonna stay intact here. Like I can click and click and keep making more checkboxes. If I don't want that tool anymore, I'll just click on the arrow and eliminate it. Now I'm gonna save this. And you can just leave it as your PDF, but just to keep things, so I've got mine separate ones. We're gonna go ahead and rename this one too. And this is gonna be the fillable form. And I'll just leave it in my ACC folder, 223, 223 lessons, order form. I probably have one already. Okay, there we go. So if I go to preview, let's go take a look at this box. So this box was done automatically, and this is the checkbox that I put in. So if I click the pickup box, the automatic one, it's gonna fill it with a black square rectangle, okay? The delivery box, which I like more, is the actual check. It's more visual. So I prefer to use these boxes. If you have boxes in here already, leave them. Leave the square boxes up there because they will look good on print, so they're ready to go. But these check boxes that you put in here will just kind of override So you won't see two boxes, you'll just see the one that you made here. So this box I like, this one I don't. I'm gonna delete it. Can I copy and paste this? Would it be easy? Can I copy and paste? There we go. Okay, so it stayed up here, which is nice. This is, oh, it did go down here. Checkbox for pickup. And again, moving this one to the very top. Okay. Same size. Oop, didn't mean to do that. There we go. I would just want to move it. It's not letting me just move it. There we go. So you can see that it's just going to be on top of the one that was there before. So you don't have to eliminate. So it's probably good to have boxes already there in your InDesign file and leave them there. Okay, there we go. So I've got those. Let's go down a little bit. Oh, like I showed you on the first, come on, video, order date. So I can click in here and I can change the order date to be a different format. I can make it a number. Wouldn't want to do that. I could make it a date if you want to. So if I make it a date, you'll have different opportunities to choose what kind of date you want to be on here. You definitely want month, day, and year for what we're doing. So you can do this. We'll go ahead and make this one a different format to date format, and we'll leave this one as is. The time, I'm going to leave as is. You can actually change this to time as well, but then you might be maybe custom if you want to. You put whatever you want to in there. I'm just leave this as a none, so I just have a regular text field, okay? The next ones, I'll close here so we can go down here a little bit. The next ones are pretty simple. Come on. Like I said, Acrobat is just kind of not working for me 100% today, and I don't know. Last couple days been just really kind of wonky. Okay, so these can be text fields. Are they correct though? First name, last name, phone, email, address, city, state, zip. And again, you can make this zip a number and make sure people type numbers in here, but we're going to leave this just as text. I think it's just a lot easier to fill in later. And then towards the bottom, the signature shows up automatically. The date, again, if you want to require a specific way of putting a date in, you could do this. This one down here, you could make this a numbers if you want to make sure they're just putting numbers in there and that's it. This should not be numbers. Decimal places. No decimal places. Yeah, I guess I wouldn't do this either. I would just leave this as none as well, because you don't want to end up with periods and different things like that. So we'll leave that as none. The dates you can leave as is, etc. So we're going to leave most of it as is, but if you want to go try it out, it's kind of cool how different things show up. Now here you got cash and nothing for debit card or credit card. Let's hit a save and preview this. Close this. Come on. Preview. And let's look at cash. It did not make it. I thought this would make this a radio button like it did make a box up here before. The radio button did not get modified. Okay, so let's go out of preview and exit this. Going up here, let's zoom in. Cache is not working. All right, can I make it a radio button? I honestly could do that. Let's go and do a radio button and put one in here. There's one. There's two. Make sure it's aligned. And there's three. Okay, let's preview this then. Preview. They all look alike, and that circle is hidden. And now you've got different buttons that show up. and they're going to choose, 1. Because you made these 1, 2, 3, well, maybe radio buttons, you can only check 1. That's great. And with the check boxes, you can check as many as you want to. So if we made these into the square check boxes, they could check all 3, which would be incorrect. But if you make it a radio button, they can only choose 1. So that might be a really good option down here. Okay, here's the fun part. Exit preview. Cake choice, size, flavor, etc. We're going to go ahead and get in here a little bit better. Can I make this smaller? I want to keep the fields open too. All right, so cake choices. Let's go ahead and do this one. Come on, Acrobat. There we go. All right, so cake choice. We've got a few choices to make here. There's, I've got 3 different cakes above here. Cake choices. I've got bundt cakes, buntlets, buntinis, and I put 3 specialty cakes in here too. These again are not necessary, but I just kind of wanted to, put a few fun things in here too. So my bundt cakes, we need to make this a little different. If I click on the text field right now, format, it's not giving me what I want. I actually need to make a drop down list here. So I'm gonna hit close, and I'm gonna have to get rid of this, which is kind of sad. But once we set up the rest, we can just copy and paste the rest. Drop down list is what I want. And I can do a right click, or I can click and drag. Trying to make this as, you might want to zoom in more. Go ahead and click and drag and make it the same width as what was in there before. Okay. And check. Okay, there we go. Click the arrow to get in here. Now I'm going to click in here and change my properties. Let's see, drop down properties. Name of here is going to be Cake Choice Row 1. All right. Leave everything else as is except for options. We're going to type in here bundt cakes, add bundtlets, add, come on, add buntinis, and I'm just going to put dozen. All right. Or you could put, that's why I like having it up here. It's, everybody knows what it is already. Or you can leave it off because it's already specified there. Whatever you want to do there. Add. And I did add 3 more different things. Happy Bundt Day. Add. Bunting. You. Add. And let's party. Add. Okay, so if I let it go right now, let's party is going to be the here all the time. So what I want to do is I want to, what does it say? Select an item in the list to make it the default choice. Well, I want to sell bundt cakes, so I'll put that in here. And also, this is awfully large. With text frames, leave it as is, but because we're working in a cell, I'm going to go and actually change the size a little bit lower. Okay, down to 10 points. And hit close. Okay, let's save it and preview it. Okay, cool. Move it down up a little bit. There we go. Am I still in preview? Oh, I got out of it somehow. Preview. Bundt cakes. I would choose bundt cakes and the 6 different things that I've got listed up here. So cake choice worked out just fine. Exit preview. I'm going to delete these 4 because I don't want to have to do it again. But I'm going to select it, do a right click, and duplicate. Okay, copy. Create multiple copies. Here we go. And it's just the opposite of, it's like 1 more than what you think. So copy selected fields down. I need 4, but I need actually 5 total. So I would normally say 4, but I will only get 3 it gets you like, it's just kind of bizarre because you can only go down to one. All right, fields across, you're staying in the same column, in the same, and then 4 different rows. Actually, I need 5, don't I? There we go. Okay. You know what? I'm going to do 4 just to show you because this does get confusing. All right. And hit OK. So now I've only got 4. Okay. Let me undo that. Do right click again. Create multiple copies. There's going to be a total of 5 rows and a total of 1 column. Hit OK. Now I'm going to take this one and move it where it's supposed to. I'm holding the shift key down so it stays in a nice vertical alignment. Then select all 5 with the shift key down. Right click it. Align. Distribute vertically. There you go. Now it changed the names again. Let's go and change this to General Row 1. Why does that want to do that? That's weird. Okay, let's try this one here first. This says row 5, return, row 4, return, row 3, row 2, and row 1. There we go. Close. Cake choice is done. Okay, next thing in order is size. Again, I'm going to get rid of 1, 2, 3, and 4 and just work in here. This is actually going to go away too because you've got different sizes. What do we have? We have 8, 10, and tiered. And these don't have a size at all, so we're going to do a non-applicable. So let's go to size. Come on, here we go. Delete that. Make another drop down list. You can click and just do it that way too. Drop down. Click in here very neatly. Okay. Hit the little arrow to get rid of this. Double click it. This is going to be size, row 1. Appearance. I'm going to make it 10. Okay. Everything else to stay. The options, here we go. We're going to do 8-inch, add. 10-inch, add. Tiered, add. NA, because you cannot choose for cupcakes. Add. And then I want the 10-inch to be my default item. And I did go to 10. Okay, font size, close. Okay. So far, so good. If this works, then you probably want to save it and go to preview before you go and copy everything. Okay. Clicking here on 10-inch. I got 8, tiered, and NA. Okay, so that's working just fine. Okay. Exit preview, copy, multiple times, 5 total, 1 column, okay. Moving this down, and I guess you could do this with all of them at the same, each column at the same time. Selecting all 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right click, align vertically. Whoa, what happened there? That didn't work out right. Align, distribute vertically. What did I do? Distribute vertically. Okay, there we go. So this one is done and we'll go on. Okay, no problem there. All right, keep going. Replace. Oh, I don't want to distribute. I'm not sure. Okay, anyhow, this is what we got so far. We'll take a quick break here and go to number 3 because this does get a little tricky over here at the end.